Hey guys, Tyrant here, bringing you Warcraft Wednesday once again. We are on Northern Isles. Today spawning in the north we have Romantic, playing as human. Going for a Archmage. Face off against him in the south we have TH, playing as Undead. Going for a Lich first, a spicy choice. Lich and ghouls. TH, you know, can play every race, but you know, it's home race I suppose you would call as human, so trying out a strategy. He doesn't often play the human mirror. I like doing some scouting here, getting some info. Militia creep onto this ogre. Scroll of the beast, okay. Back the other way, Lich also doing some creeping, picking up a gloves of haste. Has this footman done any scouting? Has he seen that the Lich is the first hero? I don't know if Romantic is aware. Acolyte finally goes down there. And look back here, we do have quite a few peasants involved. Training more. Are we going to see a fast expansion attempt here? Scout tower out. I mean, this is just so many peasants. He must be going for a fast expo. And I think the Lich is kind of designed to counter that. Just with the Frost Nova can do so much damage to all the peasants.
Forces are under attack.
Aggro's the creeps there. Interesting. Maybe he's hoping to get some bloodlust on them, making it a little bit tougher for Romantic to creep that camp. Meanwhile, the ghouls coming out here doing a little bit more creeping. And here we go. Militia are mobilizing, coming over to the expansion spot. The ghouls pulling back, but they're a little bit low now after that. Oh, well, that's a great item. Wand of lightning shield.
Players' forces are under attack.
And then come the militia. Huge lightning shield. Look at that. Just pulls back with all the militia. The Lich is there doing some good harass. Steals the creep with the Nova. Item does go the way of Romantic. Gonna lose a ghoul here. Footman just on right click mode onto the Lich. Try and knock it out, but he shuts down that first attempt at the expansion creep. Nova onto the Archmage, getting low, but he does have the period of vitality. It's got a little bit more health than usual. And the militia coming back out for round 2 on the creep camp.
Players' forces are under attack.
Lich picks up some boots there. Make it a little bit faster run around. And that sounds like level 3, yep, for the Archmage. Lich comes forward, looking to do some more damage. Picks off one militia there. But Lich getting a little bit low in this ghoul army, not looking too strong. This is just, you know, so many militia, so many footmen as well. Romantic committing so hard to this expansion.
Are under attack.
Invested heavily in this. Is there 7 footmen? I think he might have lost one as well. Just picking off a couple low health peasants. Trying to go into the main here. Oh, with the lightning shield as well. Sneaky stuff. I can't quite get a Nova off, and he's going to lose the ghoul. Does a lot of damage. Didn't get any kills with that. Meanwhile, expansion is going up. He's got a scout tower building first. Arcane tower. Back the other way. What have we got? We've got 5 ghouls in base, going for the slaughterhouse, and transitioning over to fiends now. Picking up a Death Knight as the second hero. Meanwhile, Archmage also with the boots, trying to hunt down some of these low health ghouls as they make their way back into base. It's just quite low, just standing on the blight for healing at the moment. Did, you know, with mentioning, did go for the ritual rather than the frost dome, which might have helped him out a lot. Had to go for the deny there, didn't work out. I saw all those footmen and militia. I was a little bit surprised when I saw that in the UI up in the top right. Oh, picks off another ghoul there. Just trying to distract TH. Oh, the expansion goes up, and it is up and running. Putting another tower to help defend it. He's also got a vault over here, but units are pretty healthy.
A player's forces are under
Does have a
attack.
decent chunk of mana now, though. Looks like he's going to go for level 3 before coming across for some more harassment. But not ticking up. Looks like he's going to make maybe a tier 2 push of some description. You did see like a very long time ago Lucifer going for like tier 2 pushes with some meat wagons to try and siege down the human expansions, but I haven't seen that for a very long time. Right, in comes TH. Let's see what he can get done here. There's so many footmen. They got to defend as well now. Good Nova. Footmen getting a bit low. Spreading the damage across all these units. Allowing these obscene statues to do some good healing. And TH on point with his micro here. Some really good work keeping his units alive. Footmen are low. They get out of there. He's got another scroll of regeneration. Didn't quite activate it though. Statue's getting a little bit low. I'll lose one of them. We've still got the next one though.
A player's forces are under attack.
Putting up a blacksmith, a little bit more of a blocking line to defend. And he did heavy damage there, picked off a couple footmen, but the only footman not nearly as valuable as the statue, and maybe not enough of them. Oh! Nova. Did he deny that? Nice attempt at least by Romantic. He's going to come in for some acolyte harass here. Once again trying to distract. Lich is back here. Lich has the boots, you have to remember. Also very, very fast at the moment.
A player's
Big
forces
Nova
are
onto
under
the
attack.
AM. Trying to force it away immediately. Like running around trying to avoid going down. Footman and Water Alley in the base doing some damage. Like getting low, you don't want to lose those during tech if you can avoid it. Picks off that War Elemental, but the Acolytes have been halted from
A player's
mining
forces
gold
are
for
under
quite some
attack.
time. So pretty decent distraction, and in the meantime, keep halfway complete for Romantic. He's got a lot of towers up as well. He's got the resources just flooding in. Maybe he was a little bit slow starting his tech. Going for double workshop. Oh, that no, he's got the keep already. He's going to castle. This is looking tough for TH. Just maybe a time where you would consider going for an expansion yourself.
Forces are under attack.
But no, he's gone on the offensive, finds all the workshops, they all get cancelled. That's a nice timing to interrupt that kind of production. They're all about half done as well. What I meant was just sent on right-click duties against the statues. Not much he can do about that. Stormbolt in on the Lich.
A player's forces
I
are
am
under
getting a little
attack.
bit low here though. Level 2 on the DK as well. Turns into Destroyer. Calls it up. Sucks up the Water Elemental. Just restart the workshop production back on the other side, but that's going to get interrupted. So So Romantic having trouble getting his production buildings going.
A town is under siege.
Okay, a bit of push. He did upgrade that last tower to a guard tower, but they're out of range. So it'll be a long slog. He's gone for 2 levels of masonry, so it's super durable. Once again, tried to get this going, but he's interrupted this sentry ward, helping TH immensely. And the human army in a bit of disarray here. Not sure what to do. Gonna find the statue coming across the map though.
A player's forces are
He
under attack.
restarts the workshops. Could build one back here. I suppose then whatever unit he produced will be walled in. He's trying to keep his wall. Undead army slowly chipping through the health here, but it is very, very slow. And wow, we're seeing a Dreadlord getting added to the mix. These units here on guard duty, hoping to catch units as they come across the map. Stormbolt, gonna look for this around here on the Dreadlord. Dreadlord hasn't selected a skill quite yet. Goes for sleep now. Pick off another footy here. Well, we got some knights getting added to the mix. And now Disease Cloud. He's trying to bank at 50 for some time here, but he's losing his grasp on the game. This expansion gold is starting to get out of hand. Sleeps around? Yeah, sleeps around on the knight. Picks it off nicely. Good work. Been a very long time since I've seen a Dreadlord as well. Most undead players opting for the Dark Ranger instead. Be able to get a sleeps round on the AM here though. Out here undefended. Oh yeah, gets it off. Activates the invul. Statue morphs. Oh, what a slick transition there. Keeps the destroyer alive, but he breaks this around with the Death Knight. Clumsy stuff. We've got the Paladin joining in on the fun now as well. But he's got his eyes on the AM. Wants to get that kill. Staffs him out. I didn't even notice he had a staff. And now the undead army chasing down what remains of the human army. No more mana for sleep though on the Dreadlords. Not quite yet at least. So not much to do. And looks like we've got some tanks rolling out. Haven't seen this for an eternity. Triple workshop tanks. And what is the answer? It looks like TH unaware his sentry wore out before that happened, but he did see him try to put down triple workshop like 4 times or something, so should be aware. He's gonna need some meat wagons to counter that. The ghouls are also pretty good defense against that as well.
Are under attack.
3 tanks, here they come. In the meantime, the undead hero is trying to creep this red camp. And he's sending an acolyte up here. Looks like he's going to try sneak an expansion in this position. Oh, and one item too. Khadgar's Pipe of Insight, the best item in the game. Especially if you're undead. And Ghoul sent out on guard duty. Didn't quite lose the slaughterhouse. He did TP back. Expansion is going up, and so is an Necropolis as well. And yeah, looks like he's going for a meat wagon now. Ghoul's returned to lumber duty, but if he loses the slaughterhouse, that might be an issue for him. Gonna have a hard time countering these tanks. In the meantime, the human hero is just trying to level up, close the experience gap. Make life hard. The destroyers though, just right-clicking the human heroes. All this is going on. Just right-clicking mainly on the paladin. But this is going to be. Is that going to be 9 tanks now? That is a hell of a lot of tanks. Looks like one of them finds the expansion position, gets the cancel on it. In the meantime, the main's in some big trouble. Needs all hands on deck for the repairs on this. Human heroes coming in to make life hard.
A player's forces are under attack.
We'll switch back to the tanks. Oh boy, oh man, he's splitting the focus here. The tanks causing trouble for TH. Looks like the Black Citadel's going to go down here. It's going to come right down to the wire. Yep, there it goes. Losing a lot of tanks here though. Oh, needs to focus fire one of them. They're both going to make it out alive. And the expansion just unable to go up. Triple tanks up here. Still plenty of gold in the expansion. The main
A player's forces are
also
under
give a decent chunk of gold for both players. And down goes the necropolis. Rebuilds it in the main. Even more important that he doesn't lose his tech buildings now. Did he just never build that meat wagon that I saw in production? Must have cancelled it at some stage. These tanks are such a nuisance to deal with. It's got it's good armor on them, and you can stuff them out as well. Across they come. He has lost his high tech buildings as well. He only made one of them, I suppose. Undead heroes on anti-tank duty. I've got a lot of upgrades as well. They're 2-1 upgraded. Spitting out some heat. And takes down one tank there. But he's going to lose a few more buildings before this is gone. Not sending the acolytes out on repairs. Now he's got one of them, but he's going to lose the crypt. Maybe a couple more tanks are going to go down. Ziggurat goes down though as well, and he's going to lose the crypt. He's got no production buildings left. Takes down another tank, but they keep rolling forwards. Meanwhile, the rest of the undead army trying to interrupt this creep camp. Mass nuke staffs out Paladin just in the nick of time, but now focus fire on to the MK. He picked up a really nice item though, the Warsong battle drums. He switches the town portal across to save the Mountain King, but leaves the peasants out here unsupported. They're going to go down. Going to run them into the creeps, it looks like. Level 5 on the Lich. 4 on the Death Knight. Very high hero levels. TH.
Forces are under attack.
Look at this. He's gone for a mass necropolis strategy. Sometimes you see this when the undead player's lacking lumber, kind of as a replacement for a ziggurat, but I don't think I've ever seen it used like this. I suppose they are pretty beefy buildings, quite high in health. Take a while to go down.
Player's forces are under attack.
Sometimes you would see players also to counter tanks go for sacrificial pits because they're quite cheap. Go against tanks. Not even sending the Lich away while he creeps this. So he's not going to get too much experience from it. But I suppose at the very least by creeping these camps he does deny the experience to the human heroes. So that is very relevant. Want to avoid them getting 3-3 on the secondaries.
A player's forces are under attack.
2 tanks in the Zeppelin here. Lead army once again hunting down these human heroes. You have the base defenders though. So we've got quite a few ghouls back here and the Dreadlord. Dreadlord does have the pipe as well. Forces away those human heroes. Got double Zeppelin drops loaded with tanks. go. Softening these up. It's level 4 with that, but in come the tanks. Mass tank drop going for the gold mine. Acolyte's quick on the repairs, but the gold mine going down quickly as well. And I think it's going to get destroyed here by the tanks. The tanks can be picked up again. No, they're just going to stay in here and do the damage to the buildings. Acolyte's abandoning ship, not even trying to get any repairs going at all. Just heading over to the new expansion spot. Speaking of, this expansion just about out of gold. Might be relevant. This tank strategy might be running out of steam.
A player's forces are under attack.
Meanwhile, TH just trying to lock out these human heroes from getting any more experience, to try to stop any more expansion attempts as well. And I'm very surprised he didn't try to load more of those tanks into the Zeppelins, get them away alive. Oh, there's a destroyer there, just going all in, trying to kill the paladin here. One more Nova Coil, and he takes care of it. Sacrifices. He's continuing on the nuke route. Wants to get the MK next. Town portal's out. Oh, loses a fiend though in the process. His tower spitting out the damage. Expansion attempt, maybe. He's putting down a few towers for it. Here comes another wave of tanks. Hoping to finish the job. There's a gold mine out here. Not that many defenses. Oh, there we go. Red Lord out on guard duty. Lines them up. Lands on all three of the tanks, doing really good damage there.
Players' forces are under attack. Our town is under siege.
Here come the tanks once again. Oops, he's attacking his own Necropolis with the Dreadlord. Slight mistake. Here come the ghouls. Meanwhile, we've got some battling up here. Going for the rebuilding Haunted Gold Mine. Do have a flying machine scouting the expansion. And man, that Dreadlord with the Pipe of Insight just does so much damage to these tanks. Really helping out. Guess that's why he went for the Dreadlord instead of the Dark Ranger. Had a read on the tank play from Romantic. Speaking of, here come more and more tanks. This time we're seeing a bit of a split. The human heroes coming in to get involved. Kill a couple of these acolytes. Towers are up over here. Take down a couple more tanks. Meanwhile, these other buildings in the main just about gone. Doing some long-range mining on that. Super long range. Similar story over here. Long-range mining on this one. Romantic quite low on gold. I thought he left himself enough for an expansion, but not. Undead heroes really want to make sure that there's not an expansion going up here.
The town is under siege.
Look at all these buildings summoning over here. TH is not going to be caught short. But the long range mining is, you know, getting a decent chunk of gold coming in. It looks like he's just, yeah, he's like, whatever dreg of gold I have remaining is being invested into the tanks. Oh, nice control of the destroyer there, ripping through these water elementals. So he takes care of all of those towers. Going to make it much trickier to expand. Oh, he's got the Zeppelins and 3 more tanks. That's 7 tanks to try and take down this. A couple cold towers though, to slow down the tank's rate of fire. Got a ghoul out here trying to interrupt this maybe.
A player's forces are under attack.
The tanks get repelled. Undead heroes going hunting for the human heroes, but it's gonna need some defenses against these airdrop tanks. And here they come. Tanks coming in from all angles. Airdropped in. He's quick on the repairs. He's to split, and he does. He splits the cold tower damage, hitting multiple tanks. But that gold mine went down so quickly. These tanks 3 damage upgrades. They are making mincemeat of this undead base. Acolyte's quick on the repairs. But these tanks are dishing it out. This could be the last push. Can the undead building survive? Or will they go down here? These tanks have taken so long to go down. TH focusing down the heroes. But his buildings are in jeopardy. Takes care of the paladin. But he's only got 2 buildings. Does he have another building somewhere else? It doesn't appear to so. But the tanks are getting low now. Why is he still going hunting for the heroes? Does he really back himself on the necropolis? Does he have a building somewhere I haven't seen? Or is this it? Tank damage is a little bit lower now though. Ooh. TH now out of gold. Nothing left for repairs. But he kills all of the tanks. He's got 1 building left. Looks like he sold an item so he can repair this bad boy up. Resummon a gold mine. Doing a bit of creeping as well. Did he kill all of the human heroes? Did the Archmage make it out? Archmage is alive. Did he go for the buyback on that? He's too busy paying attention to the base. That was what I was worried about, but he hangs in there.
A player's forces are under attack.
And now he goes to interrupt the long-range mining, picks off a couple peasants there, slowing down the income from Romantic. Leaving most of his army back at base though, just in case one more tank shows up. Oh, speaking of, it's not 1 more, it's 2 more, and still 1 more in production as well. That long-range mining just does pay off. Eventually you get the gold. Does he still have a destroy? He does.
A player's forces are under attack.
So we can spot these zeppelins. Or did he sell his orb? Or did he leave it on the Dreadlord? No, he sold the orb. Wow. That's how desperate he was for gold. Okay, might be able to take out a zeppelin there. Here comes the water elemental. I'll soften up this necropolis. And come the tanks. He drops these ones in. TH a little bit slow on the repairs. Oh, very slow on the repairs. Oh, no repairs at all. He's just focusing down the heroes. He's going to lose the Hornet Gold Mine. He's going to lose the necropolis. It all comes down to this one that's in production still. And he can't repair that either. Switching his focus back on to the tanks. Starts production of another building back there. Stalling for time. He's gonna take down the AM. He's just summoning buildings wherever he can to try and stay alive against these tanks. I think it might come down to this necropolis alone. He can summon 1 more building. Haunted Gold Mine.
The town is under siege.
Takes care of that. Or is it just the necropolis? Oh, he summons another one. Is that it? Chase down this tank, try and knock it out. Also wants to make sure this building doesn't get damaged as it's going up.
A player's
I'm pretty
forces
sure.
are under
Oh,
attack.
oh, one shot from death. Sells a couple more items, freeing up a bit of gold. Human heroes looking for an angle to come in to finish off this last building, I think. Checks with the ghouls, checks with the expansion. Nope, just the long range mining. He's got a lot of gold out of that though. Well over 1,000. Oh, he finds the Pally with the Lich Death Knight combo. Both of them level 6, by the way. Back at the expansion, we've got 2 Fiends and the Dreadlord
A player's forces
playing
are under
defense.
attack.
And he takes care of the Paladin, staffs back, sleeps around, and that's it. That was a hell of a game. Man, that was crazy. Just a full-on wave of tanks. Haven't seen that for a long time. Just about got the job done. But TH, you know, I thought, like, what are you doing? Focus the tanks. But somehow he kept his buildings alive just enough. And he just kept those heroes in check, just constantly nuking them, killing them, keeping them at a low level while his own heroes just got to 6-6 there. Just crazy stuff. Great game. Well played by TH. I'll wrap on that, guys. Thanks for tuning in to another installment of Warcraft Wednesday. And until next time, goodbye and good luck.